My name is Nicholas Dufek.
And I'm Burton.
And
today, Mayor Barrett walked a day in our shoes.
Hi there.
Hi.
How are you doing? I'm Tom Barrett.
I'm Kit. Nice to meet you, Kit Burton.
Hi, Kate.
all the nervousness I had kind of went right out the door as he walked in, because he was really nice, and he was joking around with us right away, and
Really easy to talk to.
Yeah.
So how old are you, Don?
57.
57, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm 56, and you don't have any gray hair. It's not, some things aren't fair. So.
I didn't know what to expect because I've never done anything like this in any campaign I've ever run before. And it really was far more pleasurable and interesting than I thought it would be.
We both live here because that's what Don prefers.
Okay.
We went to do Don's vocational route, check his candy vending, get some his income there. The mayor got to see how independent Don is.
Good job there. Looks good.
Yeah.
Looks very good.
And to me, that was one of the most important things I learned, is how independent he is and how much he wants to be living on his own.
And Kit and Nick have been great partners in allowing that to happen. And I think what SEIU is doing here, which makes a lot of sense, is making sure those of us who are interested in public office understand, both from a worker standpoint and from a consumer standpoint, how important it is for people to have their independence. This is Diet Cracker Jacks, right?
Sure. It's always a diet when you're with Don.
Professional friend, that's the term I used to use. I said I was a professional friend because, especially with Don, a lot of it is just being available, helping out in whatever way he needs it, but that changes. Everyone needs something different every day, and we're helping him get what he needs every day, making sure that his life is good, and I think that's really important work, and it's really fun for us too.
I think a lot of times people who are running for office can hear from the lobbyists, can hear from people who really never experience what Don and Kit and Nick go through on a daily basis. And this was a wonderful opportunity to see how the three of them live and to see the challenges they face as they try to allow Don to retain his independence.
Like H I his P I pizza.
Pizza. Okay.
It's not about politics, it's about people. It's about giving him a face and a story to the home care workers issue and to the union efforts. And so that was our goal. That was why we were excited about it. We wanted to empower him to make a difference for people in our position and people in Don's position too.
Here you've got people who are choosing to have this as their living, to help other people in need. And we don't want them to live in a situation where they don't have health care, where they don't have a job where they can support their families. So the economic and healthcare needs of home health workers, I think, is an important public policy concern in and of itself.
A lot of consumers are just out there, and they're screwed if they don't have a network. People they can contact, other caregivers who can step in if an emergency should arise. If they need someone to take their place and make sure that our consumers are cared for.
And if we get health benefits and higher wages, then it's going to make it an easier position to stay at. It should be a profession, just like a nurse. It should be something that you can get into and do all right at.
The second I walked in here, it seemed like there were three people that really were interacting in a positive way with each other. And it made me appreciate that it's more than a job. There's clearly a mutual respect among all three people here. And so I think it humanizes it. And I think anytime you can humanize something and see how someone lives on a daily basis, I think you have a better understanding of what the challenges are. So I think it's a very, very important and valuable lesson.